What's really unique about the Scouts, it kind of forces you to slow down. Traveling in a vintage 4x4 is rife with creative experiences. Maybe a breakdown or just slowing down or altitude because your carburetor's not tuned just right, which I think those are all really fun, and it exposes you to the elements in a little more of a rich way. So we're taking this International Harvester Scout trip. We try to take a couple a year. We have people from Tennessee, Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, California. As much as we come from diverse places and states in the country, we're having a good time. We're talking, we're growing closer. That's what's so beautiful about this trip. It's just great to come together, and this one's going to be extra fun because it's going to be extra hot. Press that little button, just like that. I'm gonna go, once we get on the trail for 60 miles, I'm gonna go down to like 18 or 19. It's real rough. It's like Death Valley style, dude. Yeah.
All right, 3 tries is all I get. So whoever's next, stay on the gas.
And the beans on this side. That's
Yeah,
why
there's
people
like
enjoy
there's
them.
a town. No, it won't.
It's the feel of the road. It's the sound of the engine. It's part of my reset. My wife and I have 2 daughters.
This gets plugged into
be honest with you, the first trip was probably the biggest struggle for the girls and for myself, just not knowing what we were doing and being so new at adventuring like this. But now, this third trip, they were ready to go. So for me, doing a trip like this in the Scout is part of the reset. It's a part of the getting grounded again. This vehicle was also a part of my family from the time I can remember breathing. The Scout that New Legend built for me was my grandfather's, and so to me, it's still remembering my grandfather and riding with my siblings in the original Scout and my parents, and so to me, the Scout is just kind of something that I want my kids to feel too.
Yeah, that'd be so great.
Looks like we have 105 miles to go today. Probably 85 of that is off-road.
growing up, I didn't camp that much at all. In fact, I hated it. But now I've discovered photography and really, really enjoy that. That's been one of the main goals, is finding these super beautiful places without other people, and being there when the sun sets and when the sun rises and when the light is super cool, and being able to camp so you're there for those types of moments. And a lot of our trip planning is based around that. We want to find a pretty place in the afternoon, like 3 or 4 p.m., set up camp, get comfortable, and then be there as the sun sets, and be there as the sun rises, and get a bunch of cool shots. And sometimes we'll share those with other people, but a lot of times we'll just make like a little photo book at home and have like this cool thing that we can flip through and look back on, and like get us excited for the next trip. Luis and I, we both live in the city, and we're surrounded by people all the time. And I work on the computer, so I'm surrounded by the computer all the time. And Luis is a teacher, very stressful job. And so we like to leave as frequently as we can, a couple times a month, go on some kind of trip, and it's like a reset for us. It puts things into perspective. There's not a lot of stress when we get back. A lot of times, like, we lived in a really big city in California, and every day, like, some of the stuff that is not important at all becomes super stressful and feels like it's like the most important thing in the world. But then you come out here and it puts everything into perspective. None of that stuff matters out here. It doesn't matter, what you're working on and how fast your internet connection is and stuff like that. It's just, it's a lot of fun. Puts things into perspective.
This gets plugged into there.
Do you need this umbrella back here?
Yes.
8:45
was rollout time.
Was rollout time.
Hey, it's
so
only
we're
30 minutes or 45 minutes.
40 minutes late, but that's good. Today's gonna be, I think, we did not pre-run this section, so we pre-ran up to the homestead overlook, which is pretty cool. I know we get up to about 9,600 feet. So I didn't pre-run the South Draw Wash, so we'll see how it goes. Should be fine. We're pretty seasoned off-roaders at this point of our journey. And I think we'll stop at that gas station, that Sinclair, and just top off and get some ice.
Trick me into doing battle, calling out fake up, wanna get me rattled, wanna pull me back behind the fence with the cattle, building your lenses, digging your trenches, put me on the front line, make me with a dumb mind, with no defense, but your defense, if you can't stand to feel the pain, then you are sensitive, grown up, some different kind of fire, and when the darkness comes, let it inside you, your darkness is shining. My darkness is shining, have faith in myself. True.
make a trip.
Do you know that Ben Coates